All right, we're here talking with Tacklebox. Mama K, Mama Cannibal, Mama, aka Kid Cannibal, actually. But a lot of
Thought she'd
people,
have time with you too, because she was trying to tell me how to do all this crap. And you just need to get out there and do the blogging and the YouTube stuff.
and anywho, we're talking to Tacklebox. He doesn't know he's on here yet, but we'll bring him in here.
Tell her like we're talking about now, like all the little details and like what are we gonna do and do this. And she was telling me to fucking overthink and everything. I'm like, you gotta do that. You can't get no fucking talking about. You gotta have it set up this way, this way.
All right, Danny, there. We are live.
No, 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 miss our tackle box not here.
So me and Mr. O Tacklebox were talking about how people on Plenty of Fish be sometimes. Uh, that's how he met his old lady. But I think they done broke up, and I think he's single now. Aren't you? Aren't you free now?
I am what they call in the industry semi-detached. I have no relations to nobody, none of these peoples, but they think they know me, but they don't, or I don't know them. But I'm not quite sure. I might be married, I might not be. I might be single, I might not. But I don't know. They got me confused. Too many lines. They lines and
So if you were to look for a person these days, what would your stipulations be? Like my stipulations, of course, I mean, I'm married now, but if I wasn't, I would be like, are you 6'4" or taller? Do you have blue eyes? Are you currently got good credit? Do you work? I'm kind of strict. Are you strict or are you lenient?
I'm much more to the personal side. They got to look good. I prefer them tall, but that doesn't have to be. They got to look good to me. Shallow that way, got to be attractive, but that's a broad spectrum. Don't really care what they're doing for work or whatnot, or what their personal problems is, as long as it doesn't pertain to me, or they're not total like outlaws. I don't want any outlaw activities, but yeah, it's much more of a right off the bat. You got to find them attractive because you don't want to be fooling around with something you don't even want to look at. I mean, come on, be honest now. As far as the money thing goes, so long they take care of themselves to some degree, and they're not looking for a house. You don't want somebody trying to move in with you from day one, you know. Or even people will be trying to check your credit when they're talking to you. It's like, hey, how you doing? What's your 401k and what have you? But yeah, it's mostly just you got to start off with, hey, they look good. They don't have 12 kids. That's another thing. You don't want somebody with on a dating site. For God's sakes, don't put your kids on there. You can say I got kids and refer to them, but don't put them on the dating site. That's just creepy. So there's another thing. If they don't have like 27 kids, that's a good thing. One, two, according to how old they are, you know, you might can let slide. They look like they're mature. But yeah, don't put the kid. That's not a big hang up. Don't put your kids on the damn profile. That's creepy. No one will be looking at your kids. It makes you feel like a weirdo. And who the hell's advertising the kids? Are your kids on the? Are the kids trying to date people? What's up with that?
All right, so ladies, don't be a crackhead. And if you have kids, don't flaunt them, and especially not upfront on your damn profile. All right, so we got that much. What is your age range, and what what qualities physically do you like to look at a woman?
Age range. That's a hard one. At this age, probably well, standards and what I can stand are two different things. Probably I mean, legal's legal. I'm not going to frown on anybody for if you're legal. I would go a safe. I would go for a safe 21 as being the bare minimum, just for all legality. But I would have to say my own personal preference, probably 28 is the youngest, and that's still way too young. But 30 probably 30 at this point is probably the safe term. But maximum age, I don't know. There ain't really a maximum age with me. That's all in the person. I'm not picky with age. It's a number, but it's a legal number too. So you definitely want the low one to be high. You know what I'm saying? Attractive qualities. I like them tall, preferably, but not a deal breaker. Unless they're a midget. I do like midgets. Not the proper term. I don't care. Little people, whatever you want to call them. That's a separate category. They're awesome. I do like the tall ones. I like fair complected people. I'm a white guy. I like white girls. Not in a racist way. Just I like the white skin. I like redheads. I like brunette. I like any hair color. I like the pale. So if you're dealing with redheads, you got my sure pale skin. Let's see. I don't know. Figure goes to how your body's built. I don't like them too skinny. I don't like them too big. I like some meat on the bones, but I don't want too much. And it's all in the frame of the person. Some people look good with some weight. Some people look good skinny. That's hard to say as well. It's just basically on the person. You got to take a look at them. I like a good frame. I like a nice sized head. You don't want a pea-headed little pea-headed person. Ain't got no brains in there. You want a nice shaped, nice face. You gotta like what you're looking at when you're talking to them. You gotta listen to them. You don't want to be looking and going, what the hell? Look at that pea head. You know what I mean?
That bird is just chirping away. He said he wants a girlfriend too.
Rico needs love too. He likes being the show stealer. He's cleaning his foot and talking at the same time. Yeah, looking at me now. He doesn't hurt his name. Rico! Smiley!
Alright, so ladies, if you got a bird, it's a plus. Rico will approve. Alright, what about, do you have a particular hair color you like? And then, do you have a particular body style that you like? Because I know you don't be liking them big women's.
I like what they call them Amazons. I like when they tall and got some nice figure to them. Not too much, but no skinny, no bony bitches. You got to have the nice muscle, a little bit of muscle. You want some girl that can protect you, because when them other girls get mad at you and you got to run, you can't be hitting at them and nothing. You don't want to go to jail. So you tell your big girl, the Amazon, to go get them. You want a girl that can handle herself. She don't have to look like she can, but she got to have some strength. You don't want none of this fall over. Oh dear, I want to think. You want to be running while she beat them up. That's particular. In hair color, I'm partial to the redheads, but I like brunettes too. And according to the blonde, I like natural blondes. The rare ones are okay. Mostly redheads and brunettes, though. You can't go wrong with a nice ginger. They got no soul, but they will steal yours, and that's just attractive because they're evil.
Alright, so what do you got in return to offer? You will work on their car, you will shine it up real good. What else you got?
Mostly I offer laughs, and if dropping my pants does not work, I am a very good talker. I listen a lot. I will tell you the truth. The truth hurts, but it will set you free. Hallelujahs.
You forgot to say you offer looks. You can let them come stare at you, right?
Correct. I am very shiny, and when the light hits the right angles, you get all kinds of nice glistenings and glowings. And my nice beard, the small animals like to nest there, and you can watch the nature and what have you. It's majestic.
Tattoos, for them or against them? Same with piercings.
That's all in the person. I don't. Of course, I have them, but on a girl, someone they want them and they're wearing them right and they're not prison grade. Like with tattoos, yeah, if you have some prison stuff, I'm gonna hate. If I just don't like it, it doesn't bother me so long you wanted it and it's what you like. I might make fun of you a little while, but yeah, if it's done decently, that's your decision. I don't even care if you got it in your face, whatever, as long as you're hot otherwise. Piercing, same way. Piercing, it's, to me, it's in the person. If they want it and they're rocking it and they're not being trendy or doing it for somebody else or ashamed of it, it's all good. Kind of like I look at myself with them. But yeah, I'm not going to push anybody to get anything unless you want it. You bring it up, I'll suggest things. But yeah, it's not a hit or miss. You can have totally none or covered head to toe. It's all in what you want, but just don't get prison stuff, people. I mean, come on out. Come on, don't be getting a nail in some big pen ink and stabbing yourselves. It's not a trade.
All right, Dan. And anything else you want to say before we move to another subject?
Just a warning. If you're going to go on a dating site and talk to men and you're trying to catch you one for whatever reason, don't be asking right off the bat what they do for a living and how much they make, especially how much they make. It's bad enough that's your first opening question, what they do for a living. That's a fine medium. You work into that a little bit, but you don't go, hey, how much do you make? You're showing your game. If you're trying to be a gold digger, you got to make them like you first. You don't open up with, hey, how much money you got? Can I have some?
Yeah, that's a sign that they want to know how much can they spend and do they have to work too. And and if you don't work, then what's wrong with you? They don't realize that sometimes you just ain't required to, and you made it this far without it, and until it's required, you just ain't got to do it. And then they're like, "So I got to work now. So I got to be the one." Well, then I can't spend nothing.
And it's just plain rude. As a guy, I could never imagine messaging a girl, talking to a girl, meeting them out somewhere, anywhere, going, hey, baby, what do you do? How much do you make immediately? That's fine once you've been talking, if you're getting serious or want to know what's going on, but you don't immediately go, hey, did you make a lot of money? That's just not even good game. If you're trying for that, you got to be smooth about it and get them to tell you. You don't go in going, hey, can you spot me at 20 when you're trying to talk them up? So work your way up to the gold digging, people. I mean, just common courtesy, and it's just rude. Can you imagine a dude coming up to a woman and going, hey, how much you make right off the bat? A woman would be like, you're after my money, go away. We work the same way, people. Unless they're offering, like, look how much money I got, it's not a nice question. Be nice. Ask them how their day was. You can ask them what they do for a living. Just don't be like, how much you make.
Alright, let's play some Would You Rather. Would you rather pay $1,000 for an old beat up Ford that you have to rebuild and put money into, or would you rather have a brand new Dodge of whatever year it is of your choice? I was going to add to that, but that's the question.
Well, you have to be more specific on what I'm paying for the new one. If I'm having to pay to fix one up, or if I'm just getting a brand new one for the same thing, I'm taking the new one no matter what it was, money reason. But if it's the same amount of money for a new one, or I got that much money to put into the old one, I'll probably rebuild the old one.
If you got the $1,000 Mustang, you would have to fix it up because it's broke down. But since I know that's your favorite car, that's why I'm throwing that name out there. Would you rather have to have a brand new Mustang, Ford Mustang, that you would have to kind of work on and rebuild, or would you rather have a brand new to you, maybe even if it's used, either way, you don't have to fix it, a new Dodge Ram?
I would probably have to go with the Dodge since it's functioning in the better, just from money standpoint. But if it's a new car, having to pay for a new car versus having to buy a cheaper one and fix one up, I'd go for rebuild. But yeah, if it's between having to rebuild one or getting one that works, for money reasons, I would get the one that works because I need something to ride around.
Yeah, I think I'll pick Dodge. All right, you gotta ask me a question.
Oh, this is a hard one. Let's see here. What is your favorite brand of butter? And do you like butter?
That's not a would you rather, it's would I rather eat butter or something else, or would I rather eat this brand of butter? It's would you rather, meaning I have to pick one or the other, or the choice is death if I don't pick one or the other.
I just heard you had to ask me a question, so I was acting fast. Okay, would you rather? This is like a freaking truth or dare horror movie game or something.
Something like that.
Hmm. Would you rather? Oh God, this is hard.
I've been playing this since I was a kid.
Oh Lord. Would you rather have a mullet or a mohawk if you had to have one yourself and you had to wear it for a year?
Oh God. I love this game because I've been playing this since I was a kid, and it makes you have to pick one or the other. I think I'm gonna go with I can't stand to look at mullets. I can stand to look at a mohawk. Although my face will not go with a shaved, half of a shaved head, almost three-fourths of a shaved head. It's going to look awful, but it still would not look as awful as a mullet. So I think I'll pick the mohawk.
You got to factor in with the mohawk, and I'm talking a real mohawk where you have to like spike it, like where it has to be standing up, like a plunk mohawk, where it's like at least has to be gelled up, and you have to like put that maintenance into it all the time. Or the mullet, you can just let it be glorious
Oh, my head.
and free. It's easy peasy, and you don't have to look at yourself with the mullet because it's on you. So I don't know. I think you could rock that mullet.
No, I'd rather dye my hair and have a mohawk and have to style it every day. Although the lazy me would want to have to deal with a mullet, but the OCD me is gonna go, I can't. So, okay. Would you rather? Let's see. Have to. Trying to think of something good. Would you rather have to give away your favorite car to that next door neighbor that was a bitch to her children? No names. Anyway, would you rather have to give away a brand new car because she needed it and her children need to get to work? Would you rather have to give away your car, or would you rather have to watch her children? As in babysitting.
I'd watch the kids. I'd say I'd watch them very good, but I can tone out that. I ain't getting my car. And I don't even know her name, so we're safe there. I just call her bad bitch or big mama. Her kids weren't that bad. There's a little kid, and then the boy, he was actually just.
I keep rubbing my face, by the way, y'all, because it hurts so bad right here. I get like suicide headaches. That's what they're called.
They were irritating, but the kids, yeah, I could stand the kids. They didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, I think I'd rather watch someone's kids than have to give away my car, because she'd be driving, even though it would be for the kids, like for them to get to school, and I feel bad for the kids, but at the same time, she's the one having to touch it. I'd rather just have to watch the kids probably too, so.
kind of hit the hard hitting would you rather's, like, would you rather watch, you had to watch the same movie all day, every day for a year? Would you rather watch The Son of the Mask or the Inspector Gadget movie with Matthew Broderick? And I'm talking, you have to watch it like the whole time you're awake. It has to be on, and like for a year. So that's like The Son of the Mask people with Jamie Kennedy, or Inspector Gadget with Matthew Broderick. And no matter which one's better, there's no winning in this question.
Oh, okay, buddy. I think I will. Oh God. Probably Inspector Gadget, just because as a kid I watched it. Both, yes, would be very much equally aggravating, but I think I could handle cutesy over and over and over before I could handle, I don't know. Then again, I don't like too much cutesy over and over. I don't know. But Inspector Gadget, it's really like suicide either way.
We're experiencing technical difficulties. Stand by.
Uh oh. He said, "Hold on," in case y'all didn't hear that. He's experiencing some difficulties. Ooh, I'm getting tired. And I haven't give you all my backstory, but I'm a night owl. I usually sleep during the day. I usually go to bed between 3 and 5, and then I have to wake up for about an hour while he gets ready for work, and then I turn around and go to bed. But he's off today, and we gotta fix our air conditioner today, so he'll actually be getting up. He'll be getting up in a few hours, so there's no point in me really even going to bed. So guess I'll just be up for the long haul. Dog is making weird noises. You back? The dog is making weird noises. Sounds like he's grunting.
I can see you.
I was wondering who was watching. It says two. I had logged in and saw myself for a second, and I was like, "Yay!" And then I was like, "Wait a minute, there's a two." I actually need to clean my camera. Ooh, I like this. What you mean there's some serious difficulties? I got the dance mode on my video.
So it's doing some dang reverse stuff over here. It shows you're talking and it acts like I'm talking. I don't know what the hell have you.
Uh, I mean, mine shows that we're lagging a little bit. Not on the camera, but like whenever I go to the actual video on YouTube, it shows me like looking down still when I'm actually looking up now. I got those dang old suicide headaches. Man, them will come and go, and they coming this month. Apparently, I finally had a month without them, and they've been here all night. Actually, all day. Every like 5 seconds, and then they'll disappear for a few minutes, and then they come back. It's fucking aggravating.
Your microphone gone or something. It's just showing you're talking, nothing's happening.
Is it? How do you hear me, but the video doesn't hear me? So you can't hear me on YouTube? Can you not hear me? Let's see. Now it's not.
I can hear you on the YouTube, but not on the Zello.
What? What the hell, man? Shut your Zello app and then come back. It's like a vagina rainbow. It's just a...
It shows you're talking over here, but it doesn't. Nothing work. I've already shut it like twice.
Oh, that's because I'm not always holding down the button. If the phone's not in my hand, you're not going to hear me on Zello. Basically, I'm talking to myself.
No, it shows you're talking on the Zello, like it breaks in and shows the time, but it doesn't. Nothing come out when you talk.
Go click on the bottom right hand corner, and see if somehow you accidentally turned down my microphone on your end. And then see if it fixes me. They don't move. I like this one.
All that does on my phone is showing me the connection quality, which is good.
Mine allows you to check your volume levels. You?
I have options to mute you and all that. You're not muted. My shit's working. It breaks in for you. It doesn't work. I'm hearing you through YouTube.
Do you have the options that I just sent you on Facebook?
Nope. It just Well, I push that, the top drops down and shows me how many, our connection speed.
You may need to update them.
I have an iPhone, so it works a different app.
It's the same app. We're using the same app, so you should have the same options. I'm saying, however, if you haven't updated the app, it might not have the option there anymore. Sometimes that happens. But you definitely should be able to control the voice of me. That's just something that anyone, all the people that I used to be in the other group, I don't know if you remember that one, 3%ers, but I remember them talking about it too. So, and I'm sure most people have iPhones. So, or it could be that you're going to end up having to delete the app and then re-upload it. I've had that happen too.
I went into your profile and can adjust your volume, but it was halfway.
So, can you hear me now? I said, do you hear me now? Hey, didn't earlier when I came on Zello, didn't you hear me then? I'm closing.
Yeah, working up until a minute ago.
I'm gonna see if I can, I don't know why I keep pressing the button if you can't fucking hear me. I'm gonna try to delete it.
It made noise that time.
So can you hear me now?
You clicked like when you came on that time, it made a static noise.
Yeah, normally it hasn't been making that bleep bleep sound, so I'm wondering if somehow something happened with my microphone through the app, so I'm gonna shut it down. Can you hear me speaking through Zello?
Nope, it's not breaking through.
Damn it, Bobby! Alright, well, bear with me. Let's see if I just realized that when I was pressing play, play back my messages, it was not playing back my sound. So it is not Zello, possibly my microphone, period. And if it is the microphone, I may have to just turn my phone off. So actually, let me start with that. Let's start with just turning my phone off. Let's turn it off. I know, thank you. Oh, my back hurts. I'll sing a song and I'ma sing for you, and I'ma sing and sing your sounds. I'll sing a song and I'll sing it soon, and I'ma sing and sing your song. I said sing, just sing, 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 just sing, 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 sing. Dun dun na sun, Susanna na sun, Susanna sun. You know you gotta da sing songs of a sing and a sing along. That song is from this guy I used to watch called King Chatroulette. I want my money back. So I don't know if any of y'all follow him, but check out Adam Lucidi. All right, we're
Bluetooth connected.
all right. This much gonna be like few times Punk been around that track.
Goddamn Donald Duck.
Can you hear me now? Oh, say, can you hear me now?
It broke in and made a popping sound.
Mother some of bitches do what?
It's on your end though, because I hit some other phone and I can talk to myself this time. It's on your end though, because I hit some other phone and I can talk to myself this time. It's on your end though, because I hit. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Yeah, when it's been really dry and gets really warm, during the port where the boat's coming in and out, during this section, the boat's bringing bacteria, and when they get on the really hot days, for some reason, that bacteria starts to grow, and it'll be in everything. Yeah, I tried to call those man cards without calling it out. I was like, so who's gonna like help his dad now since y'all aren't gonna do it? That's we're kind of like a really influenced right now for some reason. I think, oh, I think this one now we don't play because I've been trying to go as a free, but I'm wrong with the free. Okay, what's that? It says they did disable it. Um, I would have to, but I haven't been on YouTube lately till recently again, so I took a long break from YouTube because I just never found anything I cared to look.
Oh, it's the whoop.
So that messages me, and he was letting me know that Rand was being Charles. I was like, yeah.
I'm trying to figure this shit out.
cocksucking spider looks like the size.
I got all my own this color.
Fashion statement. Like fucking working Windows 95 trying to go look at that. Oh,
I'm the one that is under, no, cobblestone. That's what it's on.
This
I'm a bunch of things. Basis.
Okay, so my thing was working at 2:30.
You gotta get that kid webcam.
It was working then. It was working at 3:30. Where did it all go wrong?
So I'll just,
Okay, apparently it happened around the time that you went away for a second. So apparently it happened when you went away for a second and you were like experiencing difficulties. Wes, you're there, and then it went out. Asked what movie, never heard you again. Oh, the movie that I would pick would have been Inspector Gadget, but I don't understand why that answer would cause my phone. Apparently my phone did not like that fucking answer. Wow, I wonder what happened. What the hell is wrong with my damn phone? But why would it mute Zello? Zello doesn't do copyright shit, do they? Because it's Zello that's muting me. I can hear you. YouTube is the one that does the copyright stuff.
Well, that's all that really matters.
So I just don't understand. Let me see about...
I can hear you on this, but it's like a 4-hour delay.
Yeah. See if I can somehow adjust my volume.
I'm going to have to set my webcam up outside in the shed, and we'll just have to do a Google Hangout.
I deleted Google Hangout, I believe. I use, I mean, hell, we could swap over to Facebook, I guess. I think it should work. I'm just trying to see. No, sir.
My image is copyrighted. I'll just be a blur.
If you don't hush.
I appear as Andy Dick.
Alright, let me go to Facebook and try to talk to you there. Let's see if maybe that's what it is. Alright, I'm gonna go to Facebook. Let's see.
I appear as Andy Dick. I appear as Andy Dick. It started, I heard that. It was very muffled and fucked up, but I heard it.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me on this one?
I appear as Andy Dick. I appear as Andy Dick.
I cut you off. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine over here. I was starting to hear you on the other one, but it was messed up.
I wonder what the hell it is. When I push the push talk button, it makes no sound though.
This is fucking like weird because I'm listening to you on the YouTube and this, and the delay is like interdimensional.
Oh, you know what? I bet I didn't have the speakerphone button on, and I bet I had it on the call button. So it was like I would have had to put my phone up to my ear. I bet that's what happened.
I god dang knew it was you. Over here trying to make me feel like I kept some goddamn moving the buttons, and it was your dang speakerphone.
Yeah, apparently I don't know how to Zello. Even though I'm pressing this damn button and it's still not going bloop, bloop, like it normally does. These are the days of our lives.
I got one of them dang iPhones, and it doesn't let you do all that fangled stuff. And you know what? It works.
Alright, back to Would You Rather. My answer would be Inspector Gadget. So now I'll ask you one. So, would you rather have a crawfish pinch your nuts, or would you rather have to eat 4 earthworms?
I would go ahead and answer. I'd eat the worms so I could wash the dirt off. But yeah, are we talking the nuts themselves, like the testicle, or just the nut area skin? Does it have to actually grab hold of the nut?
The underside of the nut skin.
Oh hell, they can pinch on there and hang on. Either one, or I'll eat the dang worms. But yeah, I could let the sucker hang on the skin. That's fine, as long as it didn't clamp onto the actual testicle. Now that's where you're dealing with something that might go wrong. I might need those for something, or one of the three.
I'm tired, but I gotta stay up because I gotta go get a part in the morning.
Asking me all these would you rather intimate questions.
I can't. I hope you were playing about the chocolate that I
I'll
was.
start breaking out some of the nasty piercing questions.
What? I'd get it pierced when I'm. Which one?
Oh no, I'm talking like what some of the theoretical questions like me and John used to talk about.
What y'all talk about? I don't know what you're talking about, so I don't know where you're going.
Well, with you, it'd be, would you rather have your lady parts pierced up, or would you rather have your butt crack pierced all the way up so when you took a crap it shredded it?
I think women tend to pick lady parts anyway, because I don't think it's as sensitive as your butthole.
Well, not your hole, just like your skin of your butt, like sew it up like they do the corset thing. So, like, when you took a crap, it would be like a shredder.
It wouldn't hurt it. It would just push past it. Like, I mean, it's kind of like when women do get their vajayjay pierced and they apparently have intercourse with them. I wouldn't know because I'm not that brave, but and you know how them women be, they get their vajayjay abused and that's harder than a turd.
I know that, but I'm talking about piercing it like shut, like sewing it, like stitching it, but with like rings. You could like pierce it together. And I'm talking about like piercing your butt cheeks together, like in a row.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I got you. So you literally may like have a piece of lace, like a corset crosses and ties like a shoe. Gotcha. Um, yeah, probably lady parts versus the poopy pants parts. Yeah, I couldn't. That's a little tender spot.
That is the correct answer. But yeah, women should be piercing down all that kind of stuff any which way. I've had great conversations with many of them about that. Apparently they think there's urban legend that leads to pleasures, and I'm like, I highly doubt it. It's not true with men.
Trying to think of one to ask. So let me see. Would you rather swim with sharks, or would you rather eat? Let's see. What would be? I guess this is more my fear than yours, so let me think of what the other would be. Okay, would you rather swim with sharks, or would you rather eat the booger of a 10-year-old child?
I'll eat the booger, the vomit, whatever. Hell, I'd probably eat Duke over swimming with sharks, so I hate water, and I'm sure as hell I ain't getting there with sharks. I mean, just look at me, I'm delicious. They'd eat me.
I'm so buoyant though, and I can't swim away for nothing.
What? Would you rather get a chocolate mold made of you know where, or your nipples pierced?
Pearson, because in order to get the chocolate mold, they have to see that too. And that's just, I don't know. I don't know why. I guess because everybody has boobs, not everybody has others.
I was talking about a booty hole, not the lady part.
Oh, yeah, like that chocolate I saw today. Yeah, that was so gross. I can't believe people do that.
Alright, yeah, the piercing would be the less messy thing. Where the heck you think they got chocolate kisses from?
Elves. Would you rather have to make out with he who cannot be named for 10 seconds, or have to date he who cannot be named's lover.
Do I have to make out with the lover?
No, just have to take them on a date and date them for at least a month.
So basically, just be knowing that you're dating them. I'd probably have to go with the dating just because I don't know what's all swimming around in that petri dish of a mouth. Ugh.
Well, the dating usually at least involves going out, hanging out, and holding hands at the minimum. But yes, relationships different from everybody. Some are more intimate than others, but I do know that like 99.9% at least hold hands.
Well, if we could have dude tested, and there was nothing I was going to get, I don't know. Like I said, I'd probably still choose the dating song. Either way, if I'm having to make out with anybody, I'm just running.
I agreed on the testing part. That assuming that person has been tested and is clear, I probably would rather have to, as long as they're negative on everything. I didn't add that as a stipulation, so let's just say if the person was clear, I would take the 10 seconds over having to put up with a month of someone I can't stand. And since I've already been there and done that, I can say that I took the 10 seconds.
Yeah, but with you, it's kissing a dude, and with me, it's kissing a dude, so I'm having to kiss a guy versus a girl, so.
Yeah, but we equally do not want to have to kiss that person because that person is equally annoying. I mean, I can, even if it had been a woman and it was a woman that I knew and it was 10 seconds of that person who was equally rude and selfish and a gangster, I would still take the 10 seconds.
Well, either one's not a win, but you probably hate the other person worse than I do, so if I'm not having to make out with them, I could probably just ignore them dating. I'm looking at it like it's just saying, admitting to you dated them, but either way, just drink a few Four Locos and hope you don't remember anything.
It's not that I don't like them, it's that I've met that person's kind before, and they tend to take me the wrong way and then bitch about me the whole time and then gripe about me the whole time and then take everything I say their own way, and then now I've hurt their feelings and now I gotta hear that I've hurt their feelings. It's just like a month long of that. Hell to the no.
Well, you didn't stipulate that you had to like be in a good relationship with them, not just be putting up with it and being like, I have to be here.
Yeah, but see, I'm not like you. I can't put up with that for a month. Even if it's just sitting beside them holding hands and just trying to pretend that they're not there. Eventually they're going to want to talk because I know they're kind. And I'm the kind that has short patience with people, and I'm just like, oh my God, please shoot me now.
See, these women don't know how of a good find I am. I'm already pre-trained to overlook all this crap. I can already like block it out. So if I like them, I have superpowers. So if someone I don't like, I can just totally ignore it.
But yet here I am.
That just proves how much I can block out. Who do you think trained me?
My dad nicknamed me the perfect nickname, I reckon. I'm like a pester bug. When I was a kid, I used to just come and pester them all the time. I'd come around and keep coming back and mama this and mama that. So that was the perfect nickname, Skeeter.
Yeah, that's what me and Tuna were talking about. Her old boy. He's like a nag. She's like, that's the perfect fucking term for him. He's a nag. He just never leaves me alone. He pesters. And I said pester. And she was like, yes, pestering. That's what he does. It's not nagging. It's pestering. He hovers over you and tells you you're doing everything wrong. And this is how to do it. And you should do it his way. And I was like, yep. I was like, you can't freaking stand it, can you? That's how we get along, because we're both about the same temperament with stuff like that. I cannot stand people telling me how to do something.
Okay, yeah. It's just now about to be my bedtime, but I know he's gonna want to get that part. I'm trying to stay awake. I mean, my eyes are gonna stay awake. They're not tired and heavy yet, but my throat apparently is because I cannot control the yawning.
You're going to have to draw some eyeballs on your eyelids and just go sit in the truck.
What are you doing, fatty? What are you doing, fatty?
See it now, live pussy.
She's sitting on the box that the window unit fan came in.
Mine's sitting on the Xbox looking up at the birds mysteriously. She's running back and forth.
I got all
now she's gonna knock down the TV antenna or chew through the wire.
Yeah, ours goes by the TV a lot, but she sits, I don't know why, sits behind the TV. She loves the sun. I don't understand why I'm not holding down the Zello button.
Next, you're going to be telling me, like, go to your settings and check this, because I'm not holding down my button.
I just realized I've been talking for the past few seconds without holding the button down, and I'm sure you're not going to see it till after it happens, and then you'll hear it live, sure. Well, semi-live.
I can hear you through I'm watching the YouTube, so I can hear you, but it's delayed. So I've been having my ears off so I can hear you on this, because it's really confusing otherwise. To play, press the button.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Name that movie. Hint, it's called The Slayer Switch.
Bitch Project.
I found my magnet the other day. It's not the kind of magnet, it's not the strength I want it to be, but it'll do for now. I'm gonna go magnet fishing.
You gotta catch them hypodermic needles, by gosh.
I'm hoping to catch some some old tackles. I want to catch me some tackles to put in my tackle box. And I figure if it's strong enough to pick up little small things, at least for now, I'll hopefully find a few of those. Maybe even a knife. That's what I'm looking for.
Are you going to help OJ find the real killers, Christy?
But if I had the magnet that I really want, I might find a chair. Because people lose chairs on them docks. They fall in.
There's something to pull that out.
The magnet that I want it's strong enough to pull a chair out. But the one that I have right now, it only has enough force to pull, like, knives, maybe a few bigger things. But to pull a chair, you need that good 1,000-pound pull. One it's as thick as a phone. Itches.
Yeah, but you got to pull it out with something. We got a damn cord hooked to it or something.
Yes, I have rope that I tie to it.
You just make big boy pull it out, don't you? Here, I hooked it. Pull it in, boy.
You ain't never seen them magnet fishing videos, dude? Man, I came up with this shit when I was like, man, I don't know how old I was. I used to think, man, if I had a big old magnet, I could do this. And then I learned when I was a teenager, I had one actually at the house in Asheville. Chris's grandpa, who passed away, gave us this toolbox, and it had a magnet in it. Well, that magnet I always kept on the refrigerator. I didn't know what they did with it, but it turns out that mechanics and people that work in shops use it for when they don't feel like bending over and they need to pick up a part or a tool. They have it on a stick, and it's like kind of like they make the small version for your car when you're working on the car. Well, this version is a round disc the size of the push button, basically, that we're talking on, but a lot, just maybe about an inch thicker around wise. And anyway, usually you put a bolt through it and stick it to a stick, but people tie them to rope and then sling them across the river and then drag it back in and see what it catches. There's all kind of videos. I was like, dude, I thought of this when I was a kid, and here I see people are doing it, and they find some pretty cool stuff. I might get back some of them lures I lost.
You gotta think them videos might be edited for more excitement. They be out there putting fancy things on them there magnets for TV exposure.
Nah, they keep finding stuff like staples and rebar, and they'll find like one or two good things usually, and the rest of it's all trash. It'll be like rusted pots and pans and car tire rims. For some reason, they always find rims in the middle of somewhere that cars don't even drive nearby, and it's just like, what the hell?
I'd put a PS4 on it.
There was one guy who was doing river treasure hunting. He found an old Xbox. It was all ruined and had gunk all in it, of course, because it had been sitting in the river for a while. And these were back when it was bigger. He was like, now why in the world would this be in the river? And the friend was like, actually, back when these first came out, you got to think about it. People were taking these in backpacks and hauling them to their friend, trying to cross the creek to go get to old friend's house, because friend didn't have one to play with. But if you're going to hang out at the friend's house, you got to take your Xbox with you.
Just throw it in there and the Four Loko comes out. Just throw it in there and the Four Loko comes out. Probably broke and some jackass kicked it into the river is what happened. Those things break. People beat the shit out of them.
One guy found a flat screen TV. It was like a 60-inch What the hell is that doing in the river is what I need to know. Oh, did you steal it and go, oh, I don't want to get caught, and then you go throw it in the river? Like, some of the things that he pulled out is weird, and it's been there for a while. You can tell water damage because it turns this red, muddy, rusty color, and everything's got a film on it. Because you can tell the things that are new have no film, and it's clear, and if you draw it out, it may work. Whereas the old stuff has this gunk coming out of it, and like a calcium deposit on it. And there were things like a flat screen TV. One was like a skateboard. I could see how a skateboard get in there. Kids getting too close to the river and shit falls off in there if like there's a park up nearby. One was like a scooter, like the Razor scooter things. And the thing where he found it, what's weird is the walkway has a rail. So you would have had to thrown it over the damn rail. And then the big thing he found that I have no clue why it got there was the big, like the poop tanks, when the guys that go suck poop out of porta-johns, the hose, it was heavy. Like someone had to have help throwing that in the river. It was either that or off a gasoline truck. But those are the two people who use those type of hoses. They're long as a couch and they're heavy as I don't know what. What are the reasons that would be in the river?
As far as the big TV goes, maybe it was one of Tuna's exes because she probably just threw that bitch in there because she was mad at it.
You want to explain to everybody who Tuna is?
And as far as the hose thing, maybe they stole it and then we get caught with it. Tuna's the most beautiful woman in the world.
Mm-hmm. Just so y'all know.
But definitely, that's probably how the TV got in there. It's probably somebody's wife was just like, fuck this guy. And
he has a side chick. Her name is Tuna.
Well, it could have been a guy too. We've all done it. I'm gonna show that bitch she loves her TV stars more than me.
Actually, that I was about to say that. So the guy that found it, that did the scuba diving in the river, his name's D Almighty. D Almighty, that's it. And he does a lot of scuba diving. He cleans up the river and stuff. I love his videos. I'm addicted. But anyway, him and his friends went around asking people, like, what is a reason that you think that would be in there. I don't know if it was D Almighty or if it was his friend. Either way, they went around asking people, like, what is a reason that you think that would be in the river? And people were like, divorce, like they were splitting up and the bitch took it and threw it in the river.
That's what I would guess. Like I said, she smashed all dudes' TVs and threw them down the stairs and trashed his computers and all that good stuff. So I'm sure if there's a river close by, that could have been an option. That's all it took, and I'd been freaking gone.
There's a tear in my beer, and I long for you, dear.
My cover version of that on my Instagram.
Trying to find.
You are on my lonely mind.
I've heard a song goes like that. Let's see what I can find. Oh, I got a good one over here. Y'all need to hear this song. This is a pretty good song. Everybody needs to know about it.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah. Actually, let me find what it's called. The Pink Guys. I can't make money off this video anyway. I ain't got 1,000 freaking followers.
That's just nasty.
Oh, where did it go?
They got copyright busted.
Who did? Oh, the people. Yeah.
The dang pinkies, the dang
The
commies.
dang Pink Boys. I'm not claiming this to be mine. It's not mine. I do not claim the copyright. I'm giving.
They don't worry, we're not getting any kind of sponsorship or we don't have any views. They can't do crap.
This is not by me. It is by the Pink Guys.
They're gonna demonetize us. No?
The credit goes out to the Pink Guys. This is their version of the NWA album of Fuck the Police.
That nothing we were getting.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause he's brown. Fuck the police. Fuck the police coming straight from the
I
underground.
wonder why us white people get a bad rap.
Fuck the police. Yeah.
I said fuck that shit.
Cause I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker
Fucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on.
to be beaten on.
This just sounds like Sublime.
Real. You'd rather see me and Lauren than me and Lorenzo rolling in the Benzo. Ooh, fight it in the Benzo.
See, I don't even know if they fags or what. They're searching it down.
I didn't think I wanted to hear the real song until I started hearing this.
Alright, that was my snippet for the day.
Like, let's take it and make it less desirable. Let's take the only good part about rap, the beat, and take it away.
I like that song because for back then it was a very big political statement, and for them to be being picked on.
You know, the rap has a good beat. That's just noise.
I'm sitting there talking again to the screen versus the button. Gotta talk to the button, damn it.
I can still hear you, so it technically worked.
Are you outside the window? How do you hear me? No, I'm just kidding.
Hello, Sydney. What's your favorite scary movie?
Striptease. No, showgirls.
You're right, that is pretty scary. She's so excited and she just can't hide it.
I'm so excited that I just can't hide it.
You know that Elizabeth Berkley and Saved by the Bell, when she takes too many caffeine pills and they're all cracked out, she starts singing that.
I don't know who Elizabeth Berkley is. I don't remember much about Saved by the Bell, but I used to have this friend. We don't talk no more because he just likes to throw people away. But anyway, we won't get into that. But I used to have this friend. He used to watch Saved by the Bell constantly. And I mean, constantly.
Well, I mean, if you didn't like Mr. Belding, there's just something wrong with you. You're not American.
I was just more into Steve Urkel, I guess, and I liked Married with Children. In its time, I did. I don't care for it now, but back then, in its prime, I was totally into that show. And then I guess I was into what's it called? All My Days, or no, All in the Family. Why could I not think of that? All in the Family and some Golden Girls. And then Good Times. I love some Good Times.
But yeah, like, come on, Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell, there was on a different time. See, it came on Saturday morning, like, it was sort of like a cartoon teenager alternative thing.
Oh, well, Saturday morning, I was sleeping till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was weird. For a kid, like, my parents were lucky. I slept in. I didn't get up till like almost 1 o'clock, and by then, I Love Lucy and all that stuff was on. And I would watch maybe like an hour while I was eating, waking up, and then I was outside playing. I didn't watch TV a lot.
You mean to tell me you missed Matlock for playing?
No, I said I would watch either Matlock, which Matlock normally came Monday through Friday. I watched Matlock every day at lunchtime when I would get up. Actually, it was around, I want to say, when I got up during the summertime, it was usually around 10:30, and it was always Wheel of Fortune first. Then after Wheel of Fortune would come like either Matlock or Andy Griffith. And then after that would be the other, and then I Love Lucy. After I Love Lucy, I was done, and I would find something to do around the house.
We all know this is all a lie, that you just binge watch Saved by the Bell for your love of Screech and AC Slater.
I didn't ever care for him. Like I said, I don't remember watching Saved by the Bell much. I mean, I know who they are, and I only remember Screech and the blonde-headed kid. I don't remember anything about the other people. I don't remember anything about the girls. I don't really remember anything about the teachers, really. I only remember those two people.
You're not on my level, man. I watched it the whole time it was on, and the college years. And then me and Kat rewatched every episode through Netflix, DVD by mail of crap. She made me rewatch it all. So I'm well versed in Screech, Mr. Belding.
I did used to watch Punky Brewster and Mr. Belvedere, though.
Being like Mr. Belvedere, you can't talk to me. I just have issue with anybody that doesn't like Mr. Belvedere. He wanted to kill that Wesley.
I don't remember too much about the show. I just remember I watched it all the time, and I used to love the intro for some reason. And same with Punky Brewster. I loved her character. I remember a lot about her character, but I can't remember hardly any episodes. Pretty much anything I used to watch, like, I don't remember a whole lot of episodes, because ever since the wreck, or maybe it's just age, I don't know. I can't recall episodes of anything except for some reason I can recall some I Love Lucy and some Andy Griffith and some Matlock. I don't know why those are the only three that I can actually recall episodes. Every other show I have ever watched, even Beetlejuice, I cannot remember. I used to watch Beetlejuice cartoon.
I couldn't tell you much what happened on Punky Brewster except for the great episode where she gets stuck in the fucking refrigerator or whatever. It's like legendary. But yeah, the other ones I can remember most of it. And Mr. Belvedere's theme songs would play. That's my default ringtone.
I do remember her getting stuck in the refrigerator. I do remember that, and I guess because it was so epic of an episode.
Yeah, that was like one of those public service announcement episodes. It's like Notorious Cornball. What a very special Punky Brewster. Punky goes in a little too far for another pop.
Well, I am going to log off here because I already know that this is probably going to take 10 hours to upload. But anywho, when I regain my strength and have more to talk about and I'm more interesting, I shall return. I will come back then. I feel like I'm just going to start yawning more and more the more I think about it. So I will holler at y'all later.
Is it bad that I'm the only one watching this?
No, it shows support. Bye.